But yeah, good rumour.
Rumours? I generally don't get fooled by rumours, but on this particular day I did. I was doing an interview with Terri and Bindi Irwin for the From the Heart series for APN back in 2015. I was doing that with my good friend Owen.
I dreamt I was giving birth to a giant gherkin when I was pregnant with Bindi.
As you probably know by now, I've spent some time living in Vanuatu and I absolutely love the place. In 2001, when I was living in Vanuatu, my sister came to visit me and she told me that Steve Irwin had been on the same plane as her. So I knew Steve had some connection with Vanuatu, and I also heard, I'll explain later how, that he also had purchased some land in Vanuatu. So I was keen to ask about this. Could the cameraman please ask a quick question?
Yes, go for it.
So I used to live in Vanuatu, and I think it was about 2001 or 2002. I think I saw you guys come over.
Yes.
And I since learned that you bought some land in one of the islands, some tracts.
We didn't actually get land in the island, but we were always over there, and our International Crocodile Rescue Unit was on one of the remote islands.
Banks, was it? Or?
I can't remember off the top of my head because I wasn't there because there was a bit of a malaria risk. So this croc was blown off course during a cyclone and ended up in a village. And you know how everybody keeps their food downstairs? Yeah. So you're kind of on poles, and then the pigs and chickens and stuff are under the house. So the croc was coming up to get that, and they were worried about their kids. So we went over and moved the croc back to where it was supposed to be. And our croc wrangler ended up with malaria, interestingly enough, which you don't get in the main areas of Vanuatu. But love it there. Absolutely love it. So why were you living there?
I was working with AusAid for a while.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, it's very beautiful. We're involved still through Rotary, but we're not back and forth as much. Yeah, Steve just loved it. But yeah, good rumour. I wish we had some land there. It's beautiful. And I like Vanuatu time.
Yeah.
People think Queensland's laid back.
Go to Vanuatu.
It's awesome. And all the little Nivan children used to love you.
That was so funny.
You'd go on the playground and they'd all touch your hair.
And go, wow.
And Bindi would always trade her toys for shells. So she'd have, you know, some $20 something and come back with a shell, and I'd go, good trade.
Well done, Bindi.
It was great.
And you speak any Bislama?
No. Steve did a little.
Yeah.
But I remember also in time when we were there, Bindi was probably 3, so around that time, and there was a big guy doing some garden work, and like everyone had a machete, and there was a Pacific boa, I think is what it was called, those boas that lived there, and everyone just sort of macheted snakes because they were kind of scared of them, and you could see he was apprehensive, and Bindi ran up and picked up the snake and said, "It's okay," and then he was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'm not worried about snakes then," because this little tiny girl came.
It was so funny, but I jumped in front of the machete. No!
And it was just a special moment because she shared this snake with the man, and it was like we were saying that one person who's changed. I think Bindi really affected positive change for that man, and we talked to him about snakes, and it was really special. Yeah. But yeah, we did a lot of back and forth there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous place.
Thanks for that.
No worries. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you, really.
So you're probably wondering, where on earth did I hear this rumour? Was it in a toilet? Was it from some crazy source who wrote it on a piece of paper and passed it to me under the table? No. This came from a good source. Roll the tape.
What they perhaps don't know is you've bought huge tracts of land in Australia, Vanuatu, Fiji, US. Why have you done that?
I'm a conservationist through and through, Andrew.
The more I watched this clip over and over again, I noticed that when Andrew Denton was saying Vanuatu, Steve was saying yeah to the first part of the question at the same time.
Huge tracts of land in Australia, Vanuatu, Vanuatu.
He probably didn't want to break the flow and say, oh, that's not correct. You didn't actually have any land in Vanuatu. But there's a good journalistic lesson in here somewhere as well. Okay, later.